The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. There were some present at that very time who told Jesus of the Galileans whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. And he answered them, "Do you think that these Galileans were worse sinners than all the other Galileans because they suffered thus? I tell you, no. But unless you repent, you will all likewise perish. All those 18 upon whom the tower of Siloam fell and killed, do you think that they were worse offenders than all the others who dwelt in Jerusalem? I tell you, no. But unless you repent, you will all likewise perish." And he told this parable. A man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came seeking fruit on it and found none. And he said to the vine dresser, "Behold, these 3 years I have come seeking fruits on this tree, and I find none. Cut it down. Why should it use up the ground?" And he answered him, "Let it alone, sir, this year also, till I dig about it and put on manure. And if it bears fruit next year, well and good, but if not, you can cut it down." The Gospel of the Lord. Dear friends, there are various levels of expectation, divine expectation in our lives, you and I. Various levels. God is not expecting from me the same way He's expecting from you, the same way He's expecting from you, the same way He's expecting from you. Because if I am tall, for instance, God will expect that I should be the one who should remove the cobwebs. It's the expectation because of my height. And if I am short, then it means I'm very, very much close to the ground. So God will expect that the shorter person should be able to see clearly the nails or the pins that is on the ground, or the dirt that's on the ground, the peak. Your expectation is not my expectation. And God is not going to expect the same thing from every one of us. You know what that means? He is giving all of us long rope. You know, we are here in the church, and sometimes we do preach. When we see the lives of evil people out there, we are pointing our fingers out, away from us, out. When we see evil people out there, do not fret, don't be sad, because God is giving them long rope. That's why they are still progressing. God is waiting for them to repent. But I want to let you know, divine expectation from them is different from ours, which means that there is expectation in the first place upon us, our responsibility. And what is the expectation? It is a gift that we are here, first of all. Because those bad people we are pointing at do not have that gift currently. So, divine expectation from them would be that when they hear the light, they should abandon. When they see the light, they should abandon darkness. When they hear the word, they should abandon Satan's deception. That is their own long road. What about you and I? We who are here. What is our long road? God is waiting for us to develop the particular talent that accords our being, whether we are short or we are tall. And that talent is to be built by His words in order that we become productive. Yesterday's expectation was quite very tough. Asking why are Christians not taking over the reins of power? Is it true that when a Christian becomes president, he or she now behaves as though they are pagan? But I refuse to believe that. They were actually not Christians before. What is the extent of sacrifice that the vice president currently is able to garner in order to defend the poor lives Is the vice president as a Christian not supposed to rent his garment and tear his clothes? Is he not supposed to fight the president even to losing his own life because of one Christian child that died in a country where he has an optimum power to make difference? Is he really a Christian? So those examples shouldn't deceive us, because when a Christian assumes power, you see, the fierceness of love of God in that person will define deceit. That's always been like that. But do you have a political party? Talking about a political party. Have we been able to even fuse together here? This is our small place now. Few of us here. With a lot of conceit, a lot of bad belly, people wanting to do things to stop progress, people not wanting to see the other. And real Christianity. God is giving us no rope. God is giving us no rope. Where are our Christian soldiers? Are they still Christians? Our Christian soldiers, if they are truly Christians, by now would have been forming a nightly front for the defense of Christianity. But as it seems, we are all failing in our various departments. We are all here, we have various departments. Some are business people, traders, some work in the office, some work in the church, some are farmers, some are involved in the humanities, education, hospitals, and so on and so forth. In our various departments, how much of Christ have we used to formulate a departmental policy in the place of your work? You hear St. Paul talking about the various gifts that are to be found. When Jesus came to influence people, he came to influence those who make culture. What is culture? Is culture a book that came from somewhere? Culture is the repeated patterns of human behavior. You and I, we are the ones making culture. You and I are the ones making culture. If I happen to go to my village, to go and sit down in my village, for instance, there are lots of cultures that will be changed. And I can change that culture if I wish, ensuring that I brandish swords and spears and spirituality. Physically a soldier, spiritually a soldier. Why would I not change culture? Because culture is the consequence of human behavior. So when Jesus came to influence human beings, he actually came to influence culture. So what is the position of Christians today in our culture? What strength have we been able to galvanize? We need lots of discipline. Now, if you're looking at what I'm saying as something that is extremely very difficult from a distance and so on and so forth, go to your families. For those whom God has given the responsibility of bearing children, of caring for them, go into your family. You yourself will see the kind of culture you are already building. There is always culture everywhere. So we are meant to be active. You see, the prayers Nigerians are supposed to be praying is, how do I influence the world through your word? How do I structure this planet through your power? How do I repair what has gone bad through your authority? That is the only viable and valid prayer any Nigerian can be praying for now. This 31 days walk that we are involved in is entirely for that. For me to be able to restructure my environment, I need to be alive in the first place. And for me to consolidate what I have started restructuring, I need to pray against the solid and provided 10. For me to have the confidence to expand what I have consolidated, I don't need to be a victim. I need to conquer victimization. And by the way, what will even set me up to want to think about restructuring if I don't love God, if I don't have faith in Him, if I don't have hope in Him? And by the way, what are the tools by which I can be involved in that if there is no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Every single topic that has governed our 31 days walk, we are all inspired. I didn't prepare anyone before they came. Inspired in the night, exactly as scattered as they are, and they are to move. The next decade is a long road that we are praying God should make longer. Every one of us are meant to begin something that is radical, because your enemies are preparing. You see, the enjoyment they are on, they cannot imagine losing it. So they will now be poor, you will now be rich. Understand that. Your enemy will never make that happen. What they want is you remain poor. And so they will throw some small seeds of rice to you. They will all rush it together. They want that condition. That is Nigeria. That is the condition they want. The people who are squeezing us are not up to 1,000. Like I said, 100. The people who are squeezing are up to 100. Just 100 of them, and they have 10 takeovers. Whatever makes this spring, this new spring, end or crushed, and we are crushed. Be assured of that. Because 2020 is a preparation year for victory. If we don't take it, if we don't act, especially the Christian youth, look what is in store for 2021 to 2030. You will see frustration, you will not be able to define it anymore. You know what that means? It means we already would have been crazy for us not to know what frustration is. 2020 is a preparation. The coronavirus is supposed to test the faith of those who say they are faithful. It's to help us know the condition of things. It's to let the poor know their position. When Donald Trump was sick of coronavirus, you saw the presidential care he was given. A society that is civilized is not supposed to be like that at that level. A society that is civilized takes every soul as a soul and not an animal. So if blacks were left on the street to die in their multitudes because the US wouldn't open up the power of their money to cater for those, and then they use concentrated amount of money for one person because the person is the president. Is the president having any sacrifice in Spain? We are even talking about the US that is good. Think about us here. We were lucky that the coronavirus did not sit. It not sit down for here. Did not sit. Coronavirus was only looking from the US, looking at us. It's only from that distance. You just look at us and go for few people, very few people. If it has sat down here, that is when I think we already see the clear picture of where we sit and where we stand in our own land, in our own fatherland. You are not important. You are inconsequential before the powers that be in Nigeria. Take note of that. and start developing whatever talent that is needed to be developed for the children of the kingdom to fuse together as impulses to build up a kingdom that will be unshakable. Whatever makes Christianity put down in Nigeria, just as it has been in other countries, is not because Jesus is not Jesus, it's not because God is not God, but because Christians prove that they are not children of God. Yes. The Lord give us wisdom to do the right thing and to focus on the glory of God in our lives and in society. To make His prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen.